Welcome to this week's edition of our weekly webinar. This week we'll talk about the new website that we launched, go through the website again, and talk about some of the new features and functionality that we've added in, as well as go through the product roadmap and some of the additional features and functionality that we're looking to launch soon. So let me share my screen. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen and see the website that's pulled up. So for a start, I'll run through, sort of give an overview of the website. Again, Sarah shared an overview last time. There have been some changes to it since then, so this will be a slightly updated version of the view that we saw last time. And then I'll go over some of the upcoming features that we'll be launching soon, as well as go through a list of some of the improvements that we've made since the initial launch of the website. Also want to call out a thank you to all the customers who have been submitting feedback and input on things that you see that can be improved on the website. So that's been super helpful in helping us know what to focus on as we continue driving improvements to the website and building out new features and functionality. So, okay, to get started, I'll start logging into the website. When you create it, so when you log in, if you don't have an account yet on the new website, you can create one either just click on create new account and enter in the information here. You can also register with either if you have a Google account or a Facebook account, you can use those to log in as well. As a note, if you do have a account on our old website, you will need to recreate a new account here on the new website. The two sites are not linked together, so the account systems are separate. There has been a lot of questions about importing images, your old image library from the old site. So we have built the feature for that. We've been helping some customers manually import their image library, but we'll be launching a feature soon directly on the website for you to do that yourself. Okay, so I've just logged into an account that we have, a test account. The first thing that you do if you're logging in, you're creating a new account, you'll want to go to your stores and set up any potential stores that you have. By default, it'll ask you to create a standard store. So what a standard store is, it's a store that's not connected to any platform or like Shopify or Etsy. It's a way for you to create manual orders into your Lumaprints.com accounts. As you can see, you can also connect stores to other platforms as well. So if you want to connect to an Etsy or Shopify or other kind of store, click the new store button here on the top right corner. You'll get a menu to see the different options that you have. So we have direct integrations with Shopify, Etsy, as well as ShipStation. Again, if you click Lumaprints, this is a standard store that you can create manual orders through. If you want to connect to a Shopify store, click on Shopify and click Next. And then it will ask your Shopify store URL. After you enter that, then enter in your credentials, and then you'll get your store connected. Same thing for Etsy. If you want to do an Etsy integration, click on Etsy and then click on Next. It'll ask for an Etsy login. Oops. It'll ask for an Etsy login. Then you can just log into your store and it'll sync up there. If you want to connect to other platforms such as Amazon, WooCommerce, Magento, OpenCart, etc., You can use ShipStation as a bridge to connect your orders through for there. So just click on ShipStation and then enter in your ShipStation API keys that you can get from ShipStation.com. Then you'll have ShipStation connected. For this demo account, we already connected a Shopify store for you to see. So we'll go through, next we'll go through the order pages. In 1 second. So to create a new manual, I'll go through the process of creating a new manual order first. Then I'll go through the process of what syncing orders from your marketplace apps looks like. So to create a new order, click on Create Order here. You can choose which store that you want to create the order in. This gives you a selection of the standard stores that you have here. Then choose the product that you want. Choose the size that you want. Select any options that you want. Click Update. Then select an image to upload. You can also go to your image library or just drag and drop the image onto here. So let me pull up a sample image. After you upload an image, it'll bring you to the image editor that you can edit the image in. You can, for canvas options, it also shows you what appears on the sides and the back of the canvas. And then after you can move the image around. You can increase the size of the image. This image is pretty big, so you can drag it to resize it or shrink it. You can squish the aspect ratios too. Here are some options to fit to width or fit to height, fit to workspace, which kind of squishes the images into the working space that you have here. You have rotation options. You can also have different centering options here. And then once you're ready, click the Add to Cart. Some upcoming changes that we're doing for the product selection here so we've done a little bit of work here already to make the process faster. So we've been using the site. You'll notice that the ordering process has been significantly improved in terms of speed. There are some additional things that we're working on that will improve the speed even more. One of the things that we're doing is moving the image upload up to the first step so that you can start your image upload while you do the other steps. We're also optimizing the image editor itself to be more lightweight and faster. Right now, we heard some feedback that it doesn't work as well on mobile devices. So we're making the image editor more mobile friendly also to make that work better. So once you've selected everything, select Add to Cart. And then if you want to add additional order items, additional items into your cart here, click add order items. Then you can go through the ordering process and add more items in. If you've saved items to your product library, you can also add products from your product library. We haven't saved anything yet. On this cart page, you also have the option to upload additional files here. You can upload PDF files that will be printed out and included with your order when we create the order and ship it out. So some common things that people include gift notes, packing slips, invoices, etc. So if you upload a PDF here, we'll print it out on a standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and include it in with the prints when we ship it out. If you have any special instructions for the order, you can also write it here and click save. And then proceed to checkout. Sometimes, well, if things do hang on you and you can click the refresh button, you can note that when it does happen, please let us know. We'll look into those items. So this checkout process is pretty standard. So if you have a billing address already set, it'll appear here by default. You can also update your billing address here if need be. If this is your first time through the process, it may ask you for a billing address that will save as your standard address. Then we go on to the shipping address. You can use existing addresses, or you can enter a new address for the order. If this is a synced order from your shopping cart, from like a Shopify store or an Etsy store, the shipping address would be pre-populated here for you. We also have a feature here to paste address. So it'll open a bar here that you can paste the address in, and then that would automatically populate the information down here. After you put in the address, you can choose your production time, as well as the shipping options. So there's an option for regular production, which is standard 3 business days. You can also choose expedited production for next day or same day production. You'll see that it updates the the production time here to same day, and you can also see the additional fee for that type of service down here. You can also choose you can then choose the different shipping options that you have here. So between different FedEx options here, USPS, or pick up from store if you want to come here and pick up from our store. I think many of you may know already, but USPS changed the name of their first class shipping option to be called Ground Advantage.
Hi, this is Winver from Lumaprints. How can I help you?
Oh, hey, Winver, you can probably mute yourself. So you can pick a shipping option here. Also, as a note, on our old website, we haven't USPS first class is not available anymore, since the code base hasn't been updated to the new name of Ground Advantage. So if you need first class,
Are you
You can pick, you'd have to use the new site to access the Ground Advantage. So after you pick the shipping option, then click place order, and then your order is ready to go. Here you also see that there's a wallet balance on this account. You can I'll show you later, but you can purchase wallet credits. Let's say if you want to make your accounting more simplified, you don't want like so many number of transactions to reconcile for your accounting. You can purchase chunks of wallet balance at a time. That can help simplify your accounting process. So I click place order, and then this shows your order summary here. Your order number, order dates, ship to customer name, product details down here, as well as some other information here. So then you can either create a new order here or go back to the order list. So we'll go back to the order list for now. And then you see the new order come up here in your order list. So we were talking about the wallet before. If you click on billing and click on wallet, you can see the wallet balance here. Any orders that you make would deduct from the wallet balance. And then to add or to purchase store credits, simply click add money, pick the amount that you want, or you can just type in a manual amount and then proceed to payment. And then you go through the payment process, and then it'll add the money onto the wallet for you. So now let's go through a sample store syncing process. We made a sample Shopify store for this demo. I'll place an order through the sample Shopify store first. Putting in a coupon code here just to zero out the balance here. Shipping. Order. But just place an order here. We have the Shopify store synced already, as you can see here. So if we go to orders, we'll click sync orders. It may take a minute or two for the orders to sync up. But as it syncs, I'll show you some of the other features and functionality. Oh, there we go. So you see the order popped up here. The Lumaprints order ID is the Lumaprints is the order ID here. This is the order ID that you'll see in your Shopify store or any of your other marketplace order IDs. This is the order date. This is the date of the order that the order was placed inside the store. If you create an order on Lumaprints, this is the order date that the order is placed on Lumaprints. This is the customer name and the order status, and then this is the store that it was synced from. So now, since this is still waiting submission, we can click on here. This product is not mapped yet, which means that we can map the product to, we can also add it to our product library. You see the option here. So this is a 18 by 24 canvas. I will pick a 1.5 canvas, 18 by 24. Sawtooth. Okay, I like these options here. I don't have the cat image on me, so I just use the same image as before, same test image as before. Edit the image as you want. Click map product. So I'll click save to product library so we can save this to product library next time. So mapping products is also the same as adding to cart. So now that we've mapped this product to the product that we synced from the store, then we can proceed to checkout. If we look in our product library now, we'll see, since I saved and synced the product just now, you'll see that this is the description of the Lumaprints product that you synced up. This is the description, and this is the product from the marketplace, from the Shopify store. So if you want to add this product later on, it's available in the product library. So instead of going through the whole process of the order selection, you can simply click add from product library, and it will automatically sync up, automatically add to your cart. So we click here, we add to order. You see this change the quantity too, so I just added another one of these. So now that we have this synced up, proceed to checkout. We're continuing to optimize the shopping cart page too to make this load faster. Then choose the shipping method that you want. And place the order, and that's. So we'll go back to the order list now. So you'll see that this order now has been awaiting fulfillment. So our production team will work on these orders then, and then as soon as we it gets produced and shipped out, the order status will then change to shipped. After that point, you'll also see the tracking number appear here. To copy the tracking number, you can click on this little copy icon here. If you click on the actual tracking number, it'll pop up in FedEx.com or USPS and show you the tracking page. So since I synced the product, for subsequent orders of the same product, you can also set the orders to auto. If you go to stores, we can go through store settings now. So if we go to store settings here, these are your Shopify details, the address of the store. We have an option for order submission automation. So if that product has a product variant has come in before, you can automatically have the orders auto fulfill, auto process. If we sync that product into the product library already, if that same product gets ordered again, we'll automatically place the order, assuming that you have store credit. Excuse me, you do need store credit for that to work. So for the order submission automation, you can choose which production time frame that you want it to automatically be to, as well as what type of shipping method that you want. Generally, we'd recommend cheapest across all carriers. If you pick the prioritized carriers, sometimes, especially if you pick USPS, shipping can get pretty expensive because USPS costs get pretty high, potentially for larger prints. There's some notification. Sorry, order submission notification options here too. So we can automatically send emails to you when certain actions happen. For example, when you unsync a product, if you have insufficient credits, if there's not a suitable shipping method as well. Another option that you can manage in the store settings is if you want logos printed, excuse me, if you want logos printed onto the back of your canvas, you can upload your logo image here. Then we'll automatically print it onto the back of your canvas for you. There's an option for store printouts here also. So we have two types of printouts. One that I showed you earlier, during the checkout process, you can upload an invoice or an order specific printout right there. If you go to the store settings for this printout would be inserted into all the orders that you have for your store. Some popular uses of this include, let's say if you have a general thank you note that you want inserted into all your orders, then you can upload that here. Then we'll print that thank you note out for all of your orders, and then your customers will get it. All your customers will get it. Or some people create like a, hey, get 15% off your next order, included in the thank you note. So this is a space to do that. You can also delete your store here. Generally not, unless you really want to delete it, generally not recommended to do that. So that's store settings. Users. So we create the user functionality here too. If you have additional team members that you want to add on as users, let's say you have a team member who helps with order processing or customer service, you can add them on as a user here. Click on invite user and enter in their information. You can select the role here as well. We'll go to user roles now. So we have 3 default roles here. The first default role is the owner. So the person who created the store is an owner. We created a default staff account here that has access to view stores, create new stores, and create orders. Some of the other accesses are not available here. For example, billing or products page, users, or settings. If you want to enable these features for this user, you can just toggle the features here. And same thing for we create an accountant role too as a default, so they can view the billings here. Of course, you can create a new user role and customize it too. So the last thing that I'll share with you is the shipping calculator tool. Here, if you want to see how much shipping product costs, you can enter in the zip code here, choose the product category, choose the size, and then click calculate. Then it'll let you know how much the shipping cost would cost with the different shipping options. So instead of going through the whole like adding item to an order, and you just want to see, hey, how much does shipping for a specific product to a specific location cost, you can use this tool. So that's a general overview of the website. Some of the upcoming changes that we have, improvements. I mentioned in the ordering process, we will continue to streamline this. So we'll make the image upload the first step instead of the fourth step, so that the images will continue uploading in the background as you continue with the rest of the workflow. And as noted, we're making this mobile optimized and a little bit more mobile friendly as well. We're also adding in framed fine art prints here pretty soon, probably by sometime next week. So you have access to that product on the new website as well. We're doing mobile optimization across the rest of the site also. So we know that a lot of you guys actually access the site from your mobile phone. So we're making pretty much all the pages more mobile friendly and creating mobile versions of all the pages. So that will be happening step by step. Those are some of the more immediate things. We're continuing to revamp things in the back end. We've made a ton of improvements since the site started. I'll go through a number of them just to give you a flavor of what we've improved. And again, thank you for all the customers who have submitted the information for us to make improvements on. So like the different bugs that you found, or just the different recommendations on how to make the site more useful to you, that's been super helpful to us. So I'll go through a number of items that we've made fixes for, or created improvements on. So we just launched the paste US address, cutting off apartment numbers. We fixed that yesterday. Adding order summaries on the checkout page. So we've improved the order summary there from when we initially started, as well as the in the email. We've improved the order summary there too. Apartment unit number not displaying correctly. We fixed that. There are some integration issues with Etsy that we've fixed and updated. We have added Ground Advantage to the new site since it was launched. The pricing was off initially, where the pricing was higher than it should have been. So that was fixed. We fixed a tracking number link where the link on the tracking number wasn't working properly. We've improved the product library page. We'll be launching a separate product library management section here soon. So that's in the works too, for you to more easily manage your product library. We've added more thumbnails throughout the site. So for example, during the checkout summary, we added thumbnail images there, so you can see and double check the items that you've ordered in that order. Also added thumbnails to the order details page. We added the smart post option back in, like called Ground Economy is a different name for that. We added the ability to edit cart items in the shopping cart. We heard requests for support for PNGs, so we added that support in. We've continued to improve the image editor. We're fixing orientation. Some of the syncing issues we fixed. We've improved the search features and some of the date filters here. There's been a ton of improvements on the back end too to improve stability and speed. So those are a flavor of a lot of the improvements that we've made. As noted when we launched the site, we do have our own development team now. So as you can see, we're able to iterate and make improvements much faster on the site. And again, thank you everyone for providing all your feedback. So I think this covers most of the new things on the site. So go to any questions that we might have from anyone. Okay, no questions for now. So if you do have any questions or comments, oh, one other thing. If you find anything wrong with the site, you can click this share feedback button here. And then you'll take a screenshot of the page. Then you can mark up, like make notes, right? Like, make some notes, draw things over here. So that would help us continue to make improvements on the site for you. And again, we really appreciate all the feedback that you guys have been giving us. Then enter in the descriptions here in the title. We also have a chat feature here where you can reach out directly to our team members here. And then our team members will, we're pretty good about getting back to you right away. If we don't have anyone manning the live chat at that time, we'll send you an email back as soon as we get to it as well. Of course, you can always call into our 800 number to reach us for any questions and concerns as well. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much. And then if you, as always, these videos will be posted to our YouTube channel. So you can always view this there. All right, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.